Harish Khurana of the BJP is joining us. So is Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party. APSKhadial from the Congress. AP Singh is former CBI director. For the agency point of view is joining us. I do thank you all for your time. We are awaiting once again the order from the trial court, Rouse Avenue Court, on Arvind Kejriwal's custody battle. And I mentioned how fiercely it was fought in court earlier. But I want to discuss the political import of what is transpiring. Siddharth, the principal question I'm asking this evening is this. You've seen multiple arrests of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders. You've seen the chief minister, who hasn't resigned, also being under custody now, or at least, been arrested as it stands. But there doesn't seem to be, unlike what the Aam Aadmi Party would claim, great public sympathy for you. Your workers are protesting on ground and, fair enough. But it's not as if the public believes Arvind Kejriwal has been wronged here.
Well, two or three things here. One is that if what the public believes, a few weeks ago, Aam Aadmi Party cadres did a survey across 25 lakh homes in Delhi and asked the people that if Arvind Kejriwal is going to be arrested, what should he do? And the people of Delhi, 95% overwhelmingly said that they have voted for Arvind Kejriwal to serve them, and they would want to serve, and they would want him to serve them from wherever he wants. Now, for the second point that you said, that answers the public sympathy question. Before this program, in your opening statements, you said something about a law and order constitutional crisis and a president's rule being recommended. The question is, who approves the president's rule now? The lame duck Modi government? Because Modi government is right now a lame duck government. Everything is under the election commission. So who recommends the president's rule and who approves it?
The LG would make a recommendation for it, and the president will have to approve it.
The president does not approve of anything unless the cabinet or the ministry says so, and the ministry is a lame duck Modi government right now.
Your point being?
My point being that this is redundant. The second redundancy that I'll tell you. You said something about the jail manual permitting something and not permitting something. My answer to that is that India is being governed not by some jail manual, but the Constitution of India. Show me one shred of evidence in the Constitution of India where it says that the Chief Minister of a state has to serve from X, Y or Z place.
It's not about whether he has to serve from X, Y, Z place. It's whether can he actually discharge his duties from inside a jail cell. But Siddharth, that's the question I'll come to in just a bit. My main question to you was this. The opposition narrative is that opposition leaders are being wronged. They're being, fixed into these cases, and there's absolutely nothing against them, and all of this is happening in just ahead of elections. And in this case, you could argue this has happened barely 4 weeks before the first phase of polling. But that's not the sentiment on ground, I'm sorry to say. Is that some realization? Are opposition parties noting that? Is that a worry for you?
Again, coming back to it, if you have put me in a hot seat today, Shivani, and I'm the accused here, so I need a little bit of margin at least for the people to listen. It's a basic courtesy that I deserve. What I say, whether it makes sense or not, let the wisdom of the News 18 viewer, let them decide about it. Now, when you say whether people are accepting this or not, I think you should just go on Twitter and see what the BBC has said, what the Washington Post has said, what the finance.
Again, you're stopping me.
Again, you are stopping me. Again, you are stopping me.
But you're sidestepping my question.
Shivani, you are not giving the wisdom of the viewers of the News 18 enough leeway. If I'm not talking sense, let them decide.
No, you have to answer my question. I'm asking about the public. You're talking about media houses.
I'm coming to that.
Didn't
I answer it to you in the very first sentence when I said that 95% of the people of Delhi, when 25 lakh people were surveyed, they have overwhelmingly said that. I think the viewers of TV News 18 are intelligent enough.
So where are these people? My question is this. Siddharth, there's no need to get needlessly agitated. Just relax for a second.
I'm not agitated.
I'm trying to get a perspective from your party about what is going on in Indian politics. You've had Sanjay Singh's arrest, Manish Sisodia's arrest, Satyendra Jain's arrest. You've had Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Now, I'm not even going into K. Kavita's arrest because it's a different polity down there. But in Delhi, your government is hugely popular. You've won multiple mandates. But the public is not out on the streets, or there is no, overt sentiment that something truly ghastly has taken place. Is that because he is not popular? I'm not suggesting that. Is it because the public is not buying the narrative that you are being wronged, that there is nothing to proceed against you?
So is News 18 anchor Shivani Gupta instigating the people to leave their work and come to the streets and make a chaos? I don't
Didn't
think
you call for a nationwide protest? What does that mean?
Isn't it happening? Isn't a
Is it
nationwide
happening?
protest happening? Isn't it happening?
Where is it happening?
If you are not covering it, just go to the PTI website and see from Kerala to Kashmir. In your own show right now, the leader from Kashmir to Kerala are speaking about death of democracy.
Yeah, so they're speaking, of course, and I'm representing that precisely. Thank you for giving me that vote. That I'm representing exactly what the opposition leaders are saying. There's a difference between opposition leaders saying and making statements versus a genuine public sentiment. That's the point I'm making. All right, I have to move ahead.
From Kerala to Kanyakumari.
I have to move ahead. I want to go across to Arshpreet before I bring in the BJP as well. Arshpreet, the other big question on the minds of the public today is that how do you reconcile with the Congress's position on Liquorgate scam? Some of your leaders have come out in public, done press conferences, called for Arvind Kejriwal's arrest in the past, and actually have claimed that they were the ones who blew the whistle on this scam. Today, you're standing with Arvind Kejriwal in precisely this case. Is that not a confusing stand?
I'll answer your question, Shivani. Please allow me a minute and a half uninterrupted. Less and less days to go for the elections. More and more arrests and freezing of the accounts is going to be witnessed by the Enforcement of Dictatorship, by the IT, by the CBI, basically by the Bharatiya Janata Party. First, the leader of India Bloc, Mr. Hemant Soren, was arrested. One chief minister. Second chief minister of the and a leader of India Bloc was arrested, Mr. Kejriwal. Then the country's principal opposition party, Congress's accounts were frozen. All of this happens just before the Lok Sabha elections are to arrive. Now, here the main concern is, the most important point is, that the matter that pertains to Mr. Kejriwal of Delhi liquor policies of 2021. Why was he not arrested in 2022? Why was he not arrested in 2023? As far as Mr. Soren is concerned, he could have been arrested a long time ago. Why was he not? The matter that pertains to Congress party, the freezing of the accounts, pertains to 2018-19, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Just before Lok Sabha election, you had to freeze their accounts. So this goes on to suggest that the Bharatiya Janata Party is up for political vendetta, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is scared, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is anxious, that they are going to be ousted, therefore they are attacking the India Bloc.
Now please answer my question.
Number three, one last point, please, Shivani. So number 3 is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has a history of misusing these agencies. Fact number 1 is that 95% of the opposition, 95% cases registered by the ED and the CBI are allegedly against the opposition parties. Second, that when the electoral bonds data came out, we saw 84 companies that were raided by these agencies. Some time after that, subsequent to that, gave a lot of donations to the Bharatiya Janata Party. 84 companies. Now, where did the ITD CBI action go there?
Okay.
Why did you not?
Arshpreet, I've got to come in now. Answer my question. You call Kejriwal corrupt. You call this policy corrupt. You asked for his arrest. Now you're quibbling over timing?
Now, answering your question, Shivani. The fact here is that if Mr. Kejriwal or Mr. Soren or any other opposition party leader had done something wrong, let's say in 2021, in 2017, in 1993, the action should have followed then and there, not just before the Lok Sabha election. It is the timing that gives it all away. It is the timing that...
You called him guilty in the past. Is he guilty or not of corruption?
Well, that's for the courts
or
to
guilt,
decide.
or the guilt only lasts, let's say, till 6 months before an election. 6 months in the run-up to an election, you're not guilty anymore.
Answering your question, now I do not know if the Bharatiya Janata Party believes that or not, but it's for the judge and it's for the court to decide, not for the party to decide. But the Bharatiya Janata Party, of course, has a different way of operating. They say we are the judge, jury and executioner.